Hi everyone and welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. So today's video is a tag video. I've been tagged by Meghan from Train Girl Meghan, who incidentally, I think I mentioned that in my New York vlog, is the first person from YouTube that I've met in real life. We met in New York last year. I just love the community aspect of YouTube and interacting with people. I also FaceTimed with Connor a couple of weeks ago before he headed to Paris. So yeah, love the community aspect of YouTube and Instagram as well. And this video plays into that because it's a tag video. So the premise of this tag is talking about 5 designer brands that I won't be purchasing from, or that I will never purchase from. 2 quick disclaimers. Never is a very strong word. I can't promise that this won't change, because my style will change probably over time, and my preferences might change, or a particular brand might come up with a design that I fall in love with. And yeah, so don't hold me accountable to this video in a couple of years time if I happen to purchase a bag from a brand that I'm about to mention. And disclaimer number 2, which should go without saying, if you love any of these brands that I'm going to talk about, if you own bags from those brands, this is just my personal opinion. It's not that I hate those brands, it's just that they kind of don't excite me, and especially they don't excite me enough to spend a significant amount of money on a handbag from that brand. So yeah, just to throw that out there, please don't get offended. If you get offended by videos like that and you kind of saw a brand that you're absolutely in love with in the title or the thumbnail, probably skip this video and check out some of the other videos on my channel. But with that out of the way, let's get into the first brand. And that's an excellent example of the disclaimer number 2, because I know a lot of people love that brand, and I'm talking about Loewe. There's nothing particularly wrong with the brand and their designs in my eyes. It's just that I can definitely appreciate them from afar. But I've tried on the puzzle bag a number of times. I've tried on the handbag bag, I think it's called, and I didn't feel anything. And when I'm dropping that kind of money on a handbag, I do want to feel excited and like I can't wait to wear the bag for the first time. And Loewe doesn't really do that for me. So yeah, that's brand number 1. This video will be, I try to keep this video on the shorter side. Let's see about that. I've been known to say that at the beginning of a video and then proceed to film a 20-minute video. So yeah, I'm gonna try to keep it short and sweet. Brand number 2 is actually a brand that I own 2 handbags from, but going forward, I'm fairly certain that I won't purchase from them again, especially not new, but also probably not pre-loved. Both of the bags that I do own from Balenciaga are pre-loved. I own a city bag in a gorgeous shade of rich purple, I think it's called electric purple or something like that. Insanely beautiful. That bag, take away all the drama and controversy, scandals and everything. That bag, the bag itself, when I look at it, when I hold it in my hands, the color is just what does it for me, and I get so excited. I do have a thing for purple handbags. I also own a MCM Mila in purple, but yeah, probably goes without saying why I won't be purchasing from Balenciaga again. The second bag I own from Balenciaga, also a pre-loved purchase, is the Loewe in the black and white marble effect. That bag is so beautiful. And the good thing about the Loewe is that A, it hasn't been in production for a number of years, and B, there are no visible logos. I think, I mean, it has a clasp at the front, and on one part of the clasp, depending on how the light hits it, you can see Balenciaga tiny little lettering on there, but that's it. And no one really knows the Loewe, let alone in the marble effect. So while I'm not comfortable with wearing my city bag at this point in time, I do occasionally wear my Loewe in the marble effect because I adore the marble so much. Let me quickly grab it. Okay, here she is. I mean, come on. I've been trying to hunt a Loewe in the marble effect down for literally ages, ever since I saw KW Shops feature hers. I think she has the larger size. And as I mentioned, I do still wear it occasionally because no one really can tell which brand it is by. But going forward, I won't be purchasing from Balenciaga. I've never purchased from them brand new, and I'm fairly certain that I also won't be purchasing their pre-loved pieces, regardless of which era of Balenciaga they're from. So that's the second brand that I won't be purchasing from. And before we head to the third one, if you're new here, if this is your first time watching one of my videos, hi, I'm Lesley. I'm so glad to have you here. On my channel, I talk about all things luxury, in particular handbags, but I cover a wide range of topics. I film unboxings, reviews. I love filming shopping vlogs and travel vlogs, some high street fashion content thrown into the mix. So if that sounds like your thing, I would love for you to consider subscribing. And also ring that little bell so you don't miss out on any of my future uploads. So continuing on with Stella McCartney. For me personally, Stella McCartney is kind of like synonymous with the Falabella bag. I'm sure they have like different styles, but for me, Stella McCartney goes together with the Falabella bag, and that's it in my brain. Those two are linked, and there's no other style that Stella does. I'm sure she does, but anyway, I digress. And that particular style is like really early 2000s for me, and I can't seem to shake the connection to the early 2000s. So for me, it kind of looks dated. Also, her bags, I mean, good for her, and I really appreciate like her sustainability approach, and like all of her bags are vegan and everything, but for essentially a plastic bag, I don't know if I want to spend that kind of money on a handbag just because it has her name on it and it's like a signature style of hers. So short and sweet, Stella McCartney doesn't excite me, doesn't interest me. Yeah, moving on to number 4. And again, similar situation to Loewe. I know a lot of people love Bottega Veneta, especially for like leather quality and everything, and for how low-key they are, although over the last couple of years you can't really say that Bottega is like an under-the-radar brand anymore. But yeah, I know a lot of people love Bottega and their bags, especially the Jodi and all of their bags that have like the intrecciato weaving kind of situation. For me personally, yeah, similar to the Loewe bags, I've tried on a couple of Jodis and also the cassette bag, which I'm not a fan of, but I could get behind the shape of the Jodi, like the sagginess, but their bags don't really excite me, and they're fairly pricey. And the 5th brand on this list, I realized that I probably, similar to Dale from Dale's Addiction, she filmed her take on this tag a couple of months ago at this point. I think she turned it from 5 to 10 or 15 brands, so Dale went to town on a lot of popular designer brands, but I'm gonna keep it to 5, but yeah. Realistically, I could go up to like 7 or 8 maybe. Anyway, so number 5 for this video is Dolce & Gabbana. Not even so much for the controversy around like the 2 founders of the brand. They are definitely no stranger to somewhat polarizing and unpopular and like offensive opinions, but not even for that reason, more so because I don't like the aesthetic of Dolce & Gabbana. I could get behind a plain like one color Sicily bag. I don't even know if they're still in production, but once like the embroidery starts and like crystals everywhere and like several patterns on top of each other, like it's a little tacky. Sorry again, like referring back to my disclaimer at the beginning of the video, not saying that you have bad taste, it's just that their bags are not my taste. So for that reason, I don't see a Dolce & Gabbana bag entering into my collection anytime soon. Even I think they're also in the Le Mans Firenze outlet, and I briefly walked through and it was like pattern galore, and their prices were, even at the outlet, still fairly expensive. So yeah, just not my vibe, not my style, and that's perfectly fine, because how boring would it be if everyone had the same taste and would be wearing the same handbags? So I think that already concludes today's video. If you enjoyed it, I would love for you to give this video a thumbs up, and also consider subscribing if you're new here and you haven't already, or if you're a returning watcher but haven't subscribed yet. I think only like 12% out of the people that watch my videos are subscribed. I don't know, like comparatively, if that's a super low number, but it definitely feels like it. So regardless of whether this is your first video or like your 10th video of mine that you're watching and you still haven't subscribed yet, subscribing is totally for free. It would help me out tremendously. Also commenting, like interacting with my videos helps a ton, and yeah, I truly appreciate it. So thanks so much for watching, and I'm gonna see you in my next video. Bye.